So another person has tried to sort of like dunk on me on social media. I woke up this morning to a couple people tagging me on a TikTok, and I saw this.
Why are so many guys single today?
Because they suck. Dude, the average guy is shit.
I see these guys all over my feed. It's just these, alpha male influencers that shit on other dudes for not living up to this hyper competitive discipline that you preach. Like, look, I'm an average guy, okay? I'm not waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I'm not eating raw animal testicles, and I'm not buying rental properties for passive income. I'm just an average guy. I'm good enough. That should be enough, right? Yeah, sometimes I get takeout too much. Sometimes, I pack a dip on the toilet and I've sat there too long and my leg falls asleep. That's fine. All average guys need is community. They need people that listen to them and love them and understand them for who they are. And then that will push them to higher levels of, a fulfilled life. Not someone like you telling them they're not good enough and they suck, okay? Buddy, you suck. You got the dump in your pants. Go get a spoon and eat my ass.
So as you can see, this guy is basically saying he's sick of these alpha male influencers like trying to push excellence and being good and trying to be the best version of yourself on everybody else, and that he's just a normal guy and he doesn't want to buy investment properties. He doesn't want to eat raw testicles, which I don't do that anyway. He doesn't want to wake up at 4:30 a.m. I don't do that. I wake up at like 9, 10, 11 a.m. And basically he's a normal guy, and that's fine. I don't want this video to be me like making fun of someone or come off as a jerk, but this is a perfect opportunity for me to sort of explain to you guys and young men watching this, like, it's not okay to be normal. It's not okay to be average. And this is why. If you watch that video, is that guy happy with himself? Is he satisfied with who he is? Is he fulfilled with the things he does in his life? And the answer is 100% unequivocally no. And you can tell because of how outraged he's getting and how upset he's getting emotionally, he's not satisfied. So instead of him looking at himself with some self-reflection and being like, hey, I need to improve on this. I need to maybe do this. I need to maybe not chew on the toilet and fall asleep or whatever he said. I need to go become excellent. He is not doing that. He's hating on me and everybody else, which is totally fine. But the point I'm trying to make is no matter who you are as a man, these guys that say, I'm just an average guy, like I'm happy. Okay, then why did you make a video on TikTok explaining that you're not happy and that you are sick of seeing people do this? It's because it makes you feel like shit. And you feel like shit because your biology is designed for you to not be average. You're not designed to just sit and do nothing all day. We're designed to be excellent and have conquest and war and push the limits and the boundaries of what we do. Who do you think is more fulfilled at the end of the day? Someone who went out and gave it their absolute all, or someone who is just a normal guy and likes to just be comfortable and sit at home and be average, right? You are lying to yourself if you're going to say that that makes you happy or that you are fulfilled or that you are content with that. My next point is that is the most selfish thing that you could possibly do. Like, could I be more comfortable in life? 1,000,000%. Could I be happier in life? 1,000,000%. But is that going to take care of my family? No. Is it going to take care of my students? No. Is it going to take care of the people and my friends and everyone that I care about in life? Not even close. And the reason is when you are average, you are settling for the bare minimum. You are not asking for any more out of life. You're not asking God from anything else more from your life other than sitting around, jerking off all day, playing video games, sleeping in, whatever you want to do, being comfortable. You are wasting your existence and you're wasting this gift that we have of life. So to you, bro, I hope you're watching this, and I genuinely want you to understand I'm not trying to make fun of you. I genuinely want the best for you, and your mindset is currently extremely broken. You are an average guy, okay? That's fine. I come from extremely below average circumstances, and I am now an extremely above average individual. And the reason is because I understand this, and I hope that I can impart that to you as well. And again, it is totally fine if you just want to be normal and you just want to be content, have a relaxed life. That is literally 100% fine. Like I really do not care. But do not hop on TikTok and make videos and talk shit to me and my friends and everyone else that is making content like we do, saying, I'm average, I hate all you guys, that you're scammers, you do all this. If you were happy, you wouldn't make those videos. It's basic psychology. My third point is this is a recipe for all of the problems that we have in society is men like this. You're a grown ass man. The guy in the video is not a bad looking dude. Like, he is a grown ass man. He speaks well. He's not bad looking. Like, he has all the things he could basically ask for to go be successful successful. But rather than do that, he wants to sit on TikTok and hate on people that are pushing self-improvement and excellence and discipline on to others. And this is a recipe for failure, unhappiness, and honestly, just nothing good comes of this. If I'm settling for bare minimum in life, am I going to get bare minimum? No, I'm going to get below bare minimum, because if you're average, you're not actually average. There is no such thing. You are actually below average, because average is literally just the sum of a bunch of statistics, okay? You're either up here or you're down here. There is no in between in life. And if you're down here, you're going to mooch off of others. You're not going to produce. You're not going to add value to others' lives. And your people, I don't know what his family situation is or whatever, but your people are not going to be taken care of, okay? If something crazy were to happen tomorrow, can you take care of your family? If you had a sudden $100,000 expense that you had to pay for whatever reason, it's an emergency, could you pay that, okay? If the answer is no, then you need to shut the fuck up about wanting to be average and being content with your life, and you need to get to work. Now, the other side of this, and what the original TikTok that I did with my friend Arlen is originally about, he said, why are so many guys single today? And this is what he stitched his TikTok onto.
Why are so many guys single today?
Because they suck. Dude, the average guy is shit. Like, I'm just going to be real. The average dude jerks off 5 times a day, is unhealthy, is uneducated, is lazy, makes no money, has no aspirations. Why would a girl want to be with that? Guys, the reason being is girls are a little bit delusional today. I will preface this with that, right? Your average girl, like your average 6 or 7, thinks that she is a 9 or 10 and deserves a man who makes $1 million a year, 6 foot tall, giant dick, like all this stuff, okay? They're a little bit delusional. However, if you do want the top tier females, they're not going to want to be with you if you're making TikToks about being an average guy, okay? And one of the responses, I put this on Twitter this morning, one of the responses was a guy said, bro did all of this for a crumb of TikTok pussy. And that is why a lot of guys post these sort of videos. But guys, the point of what I'm saying is, if you want to take care of your people, not only that, if you want to have fulfillment in life, you want to do awesome things, and then ultimately, if you want the best selection of girls to be with and to have children with, and this is actually a very important thing, then you need to not be average, because the average female is going to be attracted to the average male, you would think, but that's not how that works. The below average female is attracted to the average male. That's how it works. It's not equal. It's not even, okay? So if you want the best of quality of females, you have to be the best quality of guys. Like 2% of all guys get like 80% of all of the best girls, okay? So don't be average. Don't settle for average, and don't try to romanticize being a normal guy and being average. That is completely ass backwards. And I see this happen a lot with some of my people I knew from high school, right? They had good parents. They had like just average lives, average parents, average marriage, average home. They weren't poor, they weren't rich, but they were average. They were comfortable, and they're all nowhere in life. But all of my friends who were dead broke and were like me and were fucking beat on and poor and like all this awful shit, a lot of them are super wealthy now. And I think the reason being is that hunger and that drive, you can't really teach that. And that's something, if you're not from the dirt and from the trenches and whatever, you really need to be cognizant of that, because you're missing out on a little bit of fire that others have. You need to figure out how to get that fire for yourself so that you can get to the top and you can get to that top 1% instead of settling for average and making TikToks about being a fucking loser. So we'll go ahead and end this video. I finally get your name, Alec. Your name's Alec. Dude, you've got 96,000 followers on TikTok. You're not a bad looking dude. You speak really, really well. I think you're a comedian or something like that. Stop settling for average. Like, you could demand a lot more out of life, and you could probably get a lot more out of life, okay? You are starting off in a better position. I don't know your background, but better position than like 90% of males on earth, and you're deciding to waste that and throw that away. That's not something you can build, okay? You can't build being tall and handsome and speaking well. That is like something you're born with. If you don't have it, you're shit out of luck. So don't waste the abilities and the God-given gifts that you have and settle for being average and normal and romanticize that, okay? I don't know if that was to get a little bit of clout. You're trying to be funny, you're a comedian, whatever, but genuinely, man to man, I wish the best for you, bro. And everybody watching this, demand excellence out of yourself. Do not settle for being average. Do not settle for being middle class. Don't settle for any of that shit, because you are the sheep that are going to get wrecked when things get really, really bad. The first people to go are the average, the non-essential, and the middle class. This happens in all of history, as far back as we even have history, okay? So demand excellence from yourself. Be the best you can. And thank you guys for watching. I hope this made some sense, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.